So as we wait for the return of the Premier League, my attention is already thinking about next year. And I think so are some of the players. Where are they going to go? What are they going to do? I'm going to take a little look at the best possible free transfer 11 in the Premier League. Let's go. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. This time we're going to take a look at the best out-of-contract 11 in the Premier League, and we'll get to that in just one sec. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, out-of-contract 11s, and world football, whatever it comes back related, boys and girls. We've got it all here under one Ruski. Now, before we get into it, I want a big shout out to the Patreons, the brothers, the 10 of them that are out there that are supporting the channel as we go through this quiet time of the negative football. So, yeah, big shout out to Marky B. Mark, Daniel Mellor, Constable 1976, Mitchell Shoney, Tom Clark, Tom Beresford, John Spurn, Cody Cahoe, Russell Frost, and of course, No Co-Drinker. So respect to my brothers for supporting the channel in another way besides their viewership. So yes, if you want to become a patron, there is a link down below for as little as a price of instant cup of coffee. We're talking £1 a month, if that. You can support the channel in that way. So make sure you check that out. So what are we talking about? Let's get into the old vortex here. This is what we're talking about. I'm going to give you the best possible free transfer 11 in the Premier League. Now, these players are all currently playing in the Premier League, I believe. I believe so. Some may have gone out on loan, I don't know, but I think they're all there. So where do we begin? Of course, we're going to begin between the sticks. Now, there's a couple of goalkeepers available for free transfer at the end of the season. We're going to feature two of them. One of them is going to be in the reserves, in the substitutes bench. But let's talk about my pick for goalkeeper. And that is, of course, England's former number one, Joe Hart. Let me just bring him on into the old scope here. Yep, Joe Hart, currently in the books at Burnley, those six-fingered banjo-playing weirdos. Second fiddle to Pope, of course. He was actually even, in fact, third fiddle behind Tom Heaton only last year. He's been at Burnley since 2016. No, tell a lie. He's been on the downward slump since 2016, spending a couple of loans out in Torino and West Ham before making the switch to Burnley. Now, of course, I still think he's capable, and there was some links with him going to a championship clubs in the summer, but of course the high wages is what's holding a lot of teams back, and with him going out of contract this summer, or whenever that may be, it will give him a chance to reboot his career. Of course, nobody's going to pay those wages. He's going to be out of contract, up for grabs. People are going to have to, he'll be inclined to take a huge pace reduction in order to continue playing at this. Only 32 years of age, still got a lot of football ahead of him, of course, but this year he's been a little or no action, especially in the Premier League. So, but he does get in to my Premier League first team. We're going to slot him into the goalkeeping slot. We are going with a 4-4-2 today. His value currently, according to the old system out there, is two to 2.2 million pounds, something like that. So he's still got a bit of value available to him. Next up, we're going to go at left back. We're going to start with a player that's he's getting on a little bit now, but obviously he still can cut it. At the Premier League, I believe. He's been at Everton since 2017, having made the switch from Wigan. It is, of course, again, former England international Leighton Baines. Let's blow him up a little bit and take a little look at him. Yeah, he's been used occasionally with Everton this season, just the 5 games. But I'm sure he must have been playing in the cups as well. Yeah, of course, he's getting on a bit, 35 years of age. Of course, players kind of reach their peak between 28 and 32, give or take. So he's definitely on the downward slope, but he could still offer an experienced head, maybe a captain's armband for a team, maybe a lower echelon Premier League side. Of course, Everton have got bigger aspirations next season. I don't see him sticking around there. To be honest with you, he may pack it in, may go into a coaching role. I don't think there's many clubs he would turn out for again. So, I'll be surprised to see him continue to play. But he's still available, and his contract is coming out at the end of the season. So he's going to slot in nicely at my left back right there alongside Joe Hart. So it is a bit of an experienced back four, I'll give you that. So we'll take a little look now at the first choice centre back, and it is Jan Vertonghen. Yeah, that's right, coming out of Spurs. Alderweireld was also up for grabs, but he signed a new contract extension around about January, I think maybe when Mourinho came in. So Vertonghen is actually one of the most expensive players within this team, or current valued anyway. He is, 32 years of age, so he's in his prime. He is going to get older, going to get slower. and he's already quite slow, but he's definitely an experienced head. He's played 19 games at least this season in the Premier League, scoring 1 goal and an assist. So he's been involved with Spurs. So I do expect to see him continue it at a top level. It might not be in the Premier League, but I'm just telling you, he is up for grabs. 14.5 million euros. That's around about 12.5 million pounds. So he's definitely a decent acquisition, and I'm sure any Premier League club would want him. But I think he still has aspirations to be in a top 6, top 4 team or whatever. So, I'm going to slot him in there as centre-back. So he's a good leader amongst the back there. Also, Leighton Baines is also a good leader. Baines' value is currently at 1.5 million. Joining them, he's had a good old season, surprise old season. It's actually Scott Dann, again, linked with Rovers' return this summer. But no, big old Roy has decided to keep him on the books. And he's actually played a fair amount, 9 games. It's not too shabby in the Premier League, considering he's played, 20-odd. So it's just shy of half. Again, another leader, 33 years of age. Of course, he's been at Crystal Palace since the move from Blackburn, 2011. So he's been there 9 years. Scrap that. 2014 he's been there 6 years. 6 years, ain't too bad. Current value of around about 2.8 euros, so it's around about 2.5 million pounds. Yeah, it's not as good as Vertonghen, but he can still cut the mustard in a similar sort of guile as Leighton Baines. As definitely a contender to add some depth to centre back if you're desperate. So he's going to slot in alongside Vertonghen to make up the centre back partnership. Not a lot of pace in there, I'll tell you that now. But we'll make it up for that in the right back slot. It is, of course, Liverpool's Nathaniel Clyne. He's now up for grabs in the summer. I don't see him getting any contract renewal with the European champions. He did spend a bit on loan earlier in last season. Bournemouth gobbled him up for a little bit. Currently valued at around about 8 million euros, around 7 million pounds. Right back. Has he played anything this season? I don't think so, to be honest with you. I think he's been little of no use this season. But he's definitely still 29 years of age. He's still got a good maybe 2 or 3 years of prime football ahead of him. Can play at right back. That's pretty much it, really. Maybe he can dabble at centre back. I don't know, but I'm going to slot him in at right back. He's definitely a good value. And again, a team of a West Ham or something like that could do with an addition of Nathaniel Clyne. So that's my back 4 and goalkeeper. And we're looking pretty decent. It's just not a bad one, but the value starts to get a little bit more serious into midfield. And we're going to start on the right-hand side with Chelsea's very own Brazilian hotshot, Willian. That's right. He's a bit like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him. But he's only 31 years of age, and he has expressed a desire to stay in London into next season. 31 years old, 28 games this season, 5 goals, 5 assists. Very, very been involved with Chelsea's performances this season. He can play on the left-hand side as well, and also down the middle. He's been at the club since 2013 from a move from Russia. Definitely good value, and again, available for free. That's right, on the right-hand side. So Willian will go. In fact, I'm going to stick him on the left-hand side. I'm just going to, there's a bit of a live edit. We're going to go right there and stick him on the left-hand side, because on the right-hand side, we'll have somebody else. This was a late addition as well. As another Liverpool player hotly linked with Leicester at the moment, and that is Adam Lallana. That's right. Again, England international. Still got a bit between his teeth. Again, he's getting a little bit on a little bit. What is he, 31 years age? Just 15 games this season. 1 goal, 1 assist. He has been injured. Maybe a bit too much for my liking. Paceman, I've got drifted off a bit, but he's still got the skills and the ability. So Leicester were sniffing around with him. Will they take the chance on him this season during the summer? Probably. Got value around about 9.5 million euros, which is around about 8.5. Going back to Willian, actually coming blowed over that one. He's actually got a value of around about 20 million pounds. So he is, I think, the most expensive player within this 11. So yes, he is definitely one for the market. Everybody will be trying to look at him. Maybe some of the clubs in Europe, maybe Juventus, Barcelona, they were also sniffing around with him before, not too long ago. But he hasn't expressed an interest to stay in England. Joining Lallana in the middle of the park will be a veteran as well. Don't know what he's going to do in the summer. It is David Silva, currently within the Premier League champions, Manchester City. He is getting on a bit, 35, I think, question mark. David Silva is 34. He will be, he's actually just turned 34. So he's got, a couple of years maybe. Of course, some of these veterans can play on until they're mid to late 30s, 38 or something like that. Value of about 12 million euros, which is around about 10.5 million pounds. Definitely got the bit between teeth. 7 assists, 3 goals this season, 19 games. Yeah, he definitely doesn't have the pace, but the ability is there. You can't lose that sunshine. He's there. He's decent. He's going to be alongside Lallana in a decent format. four-man midfield, but we're going to wrap up that four-man field with a bit of youth and a bit of value as well. A player that was hotly linked with Arsenal last season, it is Ryan Fraser, who could actually play on the left-hand side as well. So Ryan Fraser's coming in, available on a free as well. He's only 26 years of age, formerly of, where did he play before? He used to play, in fact, he's formerly of Ipswich. Bournemouth gobbled him up for just £500,000. Was that a loan fee or was that a permanent deal? It was a loan to Ipswich. They actually bought him from Aberdeen. I'm all over the place. So yeah, big value on this guy. It's actually valued around about 17.5 million euros, which is around about 15 million pounds. So it was a good value in there. 26 years of age. He's been involved 28 games this season. 1 goal, 4 assists. Very decent player. And again, Arsenal were after him after last season. He was much more productive last season than this, but Bournemouth had a nightmare so far. Into the attacking lines now we go. We have got the Battle of the O's. Leading the line will go with Oliver Giroud. Yeah, that's right. Again, was meant to make a move in January transfer window. Maybe the Spurs were looking at him. 82 rated on the old FIFA. Around about valued 7 million euros, around about 6 million pounds. Just 9 games, 2 goals this season, with Lampard preferring to go with youth, but he definitely offers a bit of experience. Of course, a World Cup winner as well. Giroud up for grabs, valued at around about 6 million pounds. He'll slot in there alongside Everton / Crystal Palace, Oumar Niasse. Now, he has actually had a rough time with Everton, but he's actually starting to find his form with Crystal Palace. This coronavirus mayhem has actually come at a really terrible time for him, because he was really starting to show some form with Crystal Palace, and maybe it will drive up his value. Still a decent age as well. Only 29 years of age, around about valued at 3.2 million euros, which is around about 2.8 million pounds. He hasn't blitzed away with the goals, but he's been chipping away with some games for Crystal Palace. So Niasse is available for free from Everton. So that makes up my 11. Now, what about the bench? There are some good names on the bench. We'll blitz through these as well. Between the sticks, there was another hot prospect, but he's getting a little bit now. It is Claudio Bravo, so we'll stick him in there. Again, on Manchester City's books, they've got a couple of aging veterans on the cards, which they'll need to part ways, and I don't see him signing on the dotted line for another season. So Claudio Bravo is an option. How old is he? He's getting on a bit. I think he's like 36 years of age now. Still probably got about a year, 2 years at the top level if he wants to continue. Joining them, I've got a defender. It is from the other half of Manchester. It's Timothy Fosu-Mensah. He is, of course, a very young player. Still got a lot of football ahead of him. Only 2 games this season in the Premier League. 22 years of age, of course, Dutch youngster. Is he an international? I think he's got 3 caps for the Dutch international team. But yeah, not really seen much action with Manchester United. Maybe he's because of injury prone. I don't know. Alongside him, we've got going into midfield. And this guy's had a really good season. But one season doesn't make him a superstar. Is it John Lundstram from Sheffield United? Done absolute bits for them. Sheffield United actually on a stormer. Only 26 years of age. 27 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. Not too shabby. Valued around about 8 million euros as well, so ain't too shabby. And joining him is them 6-fingered banjo playing weirdo, Jeff Hendricks. That's right, another midfielder, Irish international. Very good option as well. Valued around about 9 million euros, around about 8 million pounds. 24 games, 2 goals, 2 assists this season for the 6-figure freaks. Can play down the middle or on the right-hand side as well. So, very good player, formerly of Derby as well. And then wrapping up, definitely the injury-prone man himself, leading the line for the Toon. It is, of course, former West Ham and Liverpool striker Andy Carroll. That's right, 31 years of age, 13 games, 0 goals, 4 assists. But hey, that's just shows another string to his bow. He also, a target man, someone up there to hold up play, being an experienced head. We've seen it with Danny Graham at Blackburn Rovers, having a guy that just holds the line, does the work for everybody else, and everyone else takes the glory. But that, my friends, is the best free transfer 11 available in the Premier League. Now, let's just take a look at the numbers. Now, that starting 11, the guys are on the field, currently valued around about 88.4 million pounds, whereas the substitutes are valued around about 24.5 million pounds. So that total team, all 15 of them, valued, according to transfermarket.com, £112.9 million, available for free. That's right, boys and girls. These bad boys are available for free. So, yeah, get busy out there, you old Premier League managers. Get scouting. Use your money. Use your money wisely. So that, my friends, concludes my Premier League free transfer 11. What do you think? Any value in that? If you were a manager, which player would you gobble up? I'm sure Willian's a decent player. Of course, the value's there. David Silva can still pass the ball. Of course, Vertonghen's also an excellent defender. But I think my pick of the bunch would be Ryan Fraser. Definitely got a lot of youth on his side. Got maybe 6 years of football ahead of him. Available for free. Arsenal was sniffing around, and maybe they'll be back once again to take a look at him this time around. But that's it, my friends. Be sure to give this video some love and smash the old thumbs up. And of course, smash the subscribe. New videos every single day on the channel, whether it is out of contract 11. We're going to take a look at the championship tomorrow, so make sure to take a look at that bad boy. We're going to go all the way down through the lower leagues. There's some really good bargains out there if you're interested as well. And then we're going to take a look at some of the European leagues as well. Until then, boys and girls, be sure to give this video a love, and I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place, right here at Blackburn Rovers. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.